How's it going, everybody? The second half of the spring sale just started on PlayStation. It's running from now until April 22nd, and there's a ton of absolute bangers on sale for up to 90% off. Every day, I put together lists of the top games you can get at a deep discount, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's video. Alright, with that out of the way, let's get straight into it. For $29, 58% off, Spider-Man 2 is an open-world action-adventure where Peter Parker and Miles Morales face their toughest challenge yet while protecting New York from Venom and a rising symbiote threat. With faster web swinging using web wings, seamless switching between Peter and Miles with distinct abilities, and intense battles with iconic villains like Kraven and the Lizard, it delivers a larger, darker, and more cinematic sequel. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $40, 34% off, Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition is a massive open-world action RPG that follows Aloy into the deadly Forbidden West as she confronts mysterious new threats endangering the future of Earth. With a vast frontier of diverse biomes, combat against colossal machines, and the included Burning Shores expansion continuing the story beyond the main campaign, it delivers the full, definitive experience of Aloy's journey. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $16, 60% off, Resident Evil 4 is a reimagined, genre-defying survival horror experience that modernizes the classic with stunning visuals, refined controls, and an expanded, emotionally charged narrative bursting with atmosphere. 6 years after the Raccoon City outbreak, Agent Leon S. Kennedy is sent to rescue the president's kidnapped daughter from a remote European village where the locals are twisted by a mysterious, horrifying infection. It's a 92 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $39, 45% off, Cyberpunk 2077 Ultimate Edition is an open-world RPG where you play as V, a cyber-enhanced mercenary rising through Night City while uncovering the power of a mysterious implant alongside Johnny Silverhand. Explore a sprawling, futuristic city, engage in deep combat and customization, and experience both the base game and Phantom Liberty expansion while navigating political intrigue, high-stakes missions, and dangerous alliances. It's a 76 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 70 hours to platinum. For $20, 60% off, Days Gone Remastered is a gripping open-world action-adventure that plunges you into a post-apocalyptic Oregon overrun by feral freakers and ruthless human gangs, putting survival, strategy, and endurance to the test. Ride as former outlaw biker Deacon St. John on your drifter, navigating a harsh world where unpredictable weather, day-night cycles, and ever-present threats create tense, pulse-pounding encounters. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 60 hours to platinum. For $20, 75% off, the Resident Evil 7 Gold Edition and Village Gold Edition bundle delivers 2 survival horror experiences, following Ethan Winters through a first-person journey of family tragedy, grotesque enemies, and tension. Across both games, you'll explore claustrophobic environments and haunted villages, solve intricate puzzles, manage scarce resources, and survive intense combat, with all DLC included. It's an 85 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 55 hours to get both platinums. For $24, 60% off, No Man's Sky is a vast sci-fi adventure where you explore a procedurally generated universe filled with unique planets, alien life, and endless discoveries across a constantly evolving galaxy full of secrets and surprises. Explore diverse worlds, build bases and upgrade equipment, and pilot ships and freighters as you trade, fight, and survive dynamic encounters across an ever-expanding universe filled with danger and opportunity. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 35 hours to platinum. For $20, 20% off, Absolum is a fast-paced, side-scrolling beat-em-up blended with roguelite progression, set in the original fantasy world of Talum. Play as a roster of unique heroes, each with distinct combat styles, magical powers, and explosive abilities, as you fight through richly detailed environments, tackle unpredictable enemy encounters, and explore multiple paths in a quest to overthrow the tyrannical Sun King Azra. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 25 hours to platinum. For $24, 20% off, Marvel Cosmic Invasion is a retro-inspired side-scrolling beat-em-up where Earth's mightiest heroes and cosmic champions unite to stop Annihilus. Battle from New York City to the Negative Zone using the Cosmic Swap tag team system to chain flashy dual hero combos, unleash character-specific special attacks, and fight through stages brought to life with vibrant full-color pixel art inspired by classic Marvel comics. It's an 81 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For For $21, 58% off, Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered is an action RPG set in a far future Earth overrun by colossal machines, where you play as Aloy, a young outcast, uncovering her origins and the secrets of a mysterious world. Explore lush, overgrown ruins, encounter unique tribes, settlements, and compelling companions, while facing awe-inspiring, deadly machines and rival factions in fast-paced combat using a wide array of tools and weapons. It's an 89 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $29, 58% off, The Last of Us Part 1 is a story-driven action-adventure rebuilt from the ground up for PS5, retelling the award-winning journey through a shattered post-pandemic America. With completely rebuilt visuals and animations, refined combat and stealth encounters, and an emotionally charged cross-country journey following Joel and Ellie, it delivers a definitive version of one of gaming's most celebrated narratives. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. For $40, 50% off, God of War Ragnarok Deluxe Edition is a cinematic action-adventure that continues Kratos and Atreus' emotional journey through the Nine Realms as Fimbulwinter threatens the fate of gods and mortals alike. You'll battle Norse gods and monsters with fluid, expressive combat, explore stunning mythological landscapes, and witness the evolving father-son relationship through epic set pieces and boss fights as prophecy and destiny close in. It's a 92 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $20, 80% off, Red Dead Redemption 2 Ultimate Edition is an open-world western where you play as Arthur Morgan, an outlaw navigating loyalty and survival as the Vanderlyn gang fights to endure in a changing America. Explore vast frontier, engage in dynamic combat and missions, and experience both story mode and Red Dead Online as you hunt, rob, and build your life across a detailed world shaped by your choices. It's a 95 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 200 hours to platinum. For $35, 30% off, Yakuza 0 Director's Cut is an action-adventure brawler where you follow Kazuma Kiryu and Goro Majima through Tokyo and Osaka as their intertwined stories unfold in a gritty crime drama filled with betrayal. Explore detailed city districts, switch between multiple fighting styles, and experience expanded story content and multiplayer modes as you take on missions, side activities, and intense street battles across vibrant locations. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 140 hours to platinum. For $35, 50% off, Metaphor Refantazio is a sweeping fantasy RPG from the creators of Persona 3, 4, and 5, following a young hero and his fairy companion Gallica as they fight to lift a deadly curse from a lost prince across a sprawling, magical kingdom. Explore a vibrant world full of mysteries and hidden lore, traveling by gauntlet runner to distant towns and dangerous dungeons while managing quests, relationships, virtues, and character bonds. It's a 93 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 100 hours to platinum. For $25, 58% off, Sackboy A Big Adventure is a vibrant 3D platformer where you guide Sackboy through handcrafted worlds full of thrilling challenges, clever puzzles, and dynamic hazards packed with secrets, collectibles, and inventive level design rewarding exploration. Play solo in a peril-filled race against time, or team up with 2 to 4 players in chaotic, joyful local and online co-op, overcoming obstacles and tackling co-op-only levels. It's an 80 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 5 out of 10, and about 30 hours to platinum. For $20, 50% off, Grand Theft Auto V is an action-packed open-world adventure where 3 criminals, Michael, Franklin, and Trevor, navigate the ruthless underworld of Los Santos, planning high-stakes heists in a city teeming with opportunity. You'll explore a vast, detailed city filled with dynamic events, side activities, and hidden secrets, seamlessly switching between characters to tackle missions with strategy, skill, and chaotic creativity. It's a 96 on Game Rankings, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 150 hours to platinum. For $29, 58% off, Returnal is a roguelike third-person shooter that puts you in the role of Celine, a space explorer crash landing on the ever-shifting alien planet Atropos, where death means restarting your journey with new challenges. Adapt to constantly changing environments, scavenge alien technology to upgrade abilities, and engage in intense bullet hell combat while uncovering the story of Celine and her connection to the planet. It's an 86 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 6 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $28, 30% off, Little Nightmares 3 is a co-op horror adventure that follows 2 lost friends as they struggle to escape the nightmarish nowhere, a world cruelly hostile to children. Working together with their signature tools, a bow and a wrench, you'll sneak through grotesque environments, solve environmental puzzles, and rely on cooperation to overcome towering obstacles and terrifying threats, whether played with a friend or an AI companion. It's a 71 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $37, 25% off, Ready or Not is a tense, realistic tactical shooter where you lead an elite SWAT team to restore order in a city overrun by ruthless criminals and widespread corruption, danger, and chaos. You'll plan and execute high-stakes missions, positioning your squad for precise breaches, neutralizing threats, and rescuing civilians, all while making life-or-death decisions that affect your team's survival and the success of each operation. It's an 82 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 8 out of 10, and about 80 hours to platinum. For $29, 58% off, Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart is an action-adventure that puts you in the shoes of Ratchet, Clank, and the new Lombax hero Rivet as they fight a robotic emperor intent on conquering multiple worlds. Blast through diverse planets, manipulate dimensional rifts, and wield an outrageous arsenal of weapons while exploring stunning new locations and alternate versions of familiar favorites in a story full of humor, art, and high-octane action. It's an 88 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 2 out of 10, and about 10 hours to platinum. For $12, 70% off, Assassin's Creed The Ezio Collection lets you step into the legendary shoes of Ezio across 3 epic adventures, Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations, all remastered with enhanced graphics. Follow Ezio's journey from a young man learning the assassin's ways to leading the Brotherhood in Rome, and finally to Constantinople as he walks in the footsteps of his mentor, Altair. It's an 87 average on OpenCritic, average trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 110 hours to get all 3 platinums. For $12, 85% off, Hogwarts Legacy Deluxe Edition is an expansive open-world action RPG set in the magical universe of Harry Potter, letting you explore Hogwarts and its surroundings in the 1800s. The Deluxe Edition adds the Thestral Mount, Dark Arts Battle Arena, exclusive cosmetic sets, the Haunted Hogsmeade Shop Quest, and special items like the Onyx Hippogriff Mount and Felix Felis's Recipe, enhancing both gameplay and style. It's an 84 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 3 out of 10, and about 50 hours to platinum. For $29, 58% off, Rise of the Ronin is an open-world action RPG set in 1863 Japan, where a nameless Ronin navigates a nation in turmoil as the Tokugawa shogunate collapses and Western forces arrive. With story choices that shape historical outcomes, deep yet accessible combat blending melee weapons and period firearms, and a detailed Bakumatsu-era open world inspired by real events and figures, it offers a flexible and character-focused journey. It's a 77 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 4 out of 10, and about 55 hours to platinum. For $29, 58% off, Demon's Souls is a stunning remake of the PlayStation classic, rebuilt by PlayStation Studios and Bluepoint Games to deliver breathtaking visuals, immersive sound, and masterful performance for a new generation. Venture into the fog-laden kingdom of Boletaria, where King Allin's quest for power awakened the Old One, unleashing nightmarish creatures that devour souls and drive humans mad, leaving only despair and peril in their wake. It's a 92 on OpenCritic, trophy difficulty around 7 out of 10, and about 40 hours to platinum. Alright, that's it for today's list, everybody. If you've played any of these already, drop your thoughts in the comments. Your insights help others find great games too, it's not just mine. As always, I want to thank all my channel members for their generous support, but to all you out there who watch, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff as well, thank you. You're the reason I'm still having fun making all these videos every day, and I'm genuinely grateful for each and every one of you out there. If you can spare $1 a month, you get early access to all my videos, and it helps me out more than you know. But I know times are tough out there, so all I do ask is, if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with any new sale stuff that I put out, leave a like, and comment down below if you've got any of these platinums or plan on going for any of them.